Hi. Welcome back to the Healthy Wisdom Series with Dr. Jen Chen. Today, we're continuing our discussion on the wisdom of life. It's interesting to observe the events that unfold in our day-to-day, and right now, we're in the midst of a global panic. So I wanted to offer a little hope and comfort by helping us focus on the two things, the only two things we can control in any situation. The first is how we prepare for things that might happen. And secondly, how we respond to what has happened. So in our current COVID-19 pandemic, we should ask ourselves, how can I best prepare for the possible infection? And how do I best protect my family and loved ones, as well as do the best for my community? Well, I've given this a lot of thought, and I wanted to share with you what we've been doing this past week. Number one, we must be socially responsible. Isolating ourselves and our family from crowds and people who may or may not be infected seems like a no-brainer, but it's easier said than done. So we must have a bigger why to ensure we follow through on social distancing. Each of us must do our part to help prevent the spread. So far, we've been self-isolating in our condo with the boys for the past week. Now, keeping our two young boys entertained with playing board games and baking cookies has been a lot of fun. But we've also come up with a few new educational things to do with them since school is out for the time being. One idea that my creative hubby, Kelvin, came up with was to help the kids write out a bunch of random sentences about something they love. Our kids are into Minecraft creative mode at the moment, and so that's what they wrote about. We then reorganized the sentences and put it into a makeshift story to form chapter 1 of what will become, hopefully, a little storybook. I'll post a picture of our Minecraft story project on Facebook for all of you guys to see. Now, this activity allows the kids to put their imagination to work alongside their reading, writing skills as well. Our kids are really excited to see their project come to life and, encourage a little bit of creativity while doing it. Another family activity that we love doing together is watching BBC Earth. This used to be only Friday nights, but now we get to do it daily. This channel has series such as Blue Planet, 7 Worlds, 1 Planet, as well as Planet Earth, all of which are narrated by Sir David Attenborough, an English natural historian that teaches us about life, Mother Nature, and the magical wonders of the world we live in. I hope these two activities have sparked some creativity of your own, and I encourage you to add them to your list. Please do share some of your ideas with me as well. Now, just yesterday, I stepped out to get some necessary items like eggs, milk, and meats and veggies, which brings me to my next crucial point. Please, let's not let fear run our lives. Please do not hoard. Only buy what you need so everyone can get something. Remember to help those elderly neighbors out. Our complex has a posting where people can ask for help and people can also offer to pick up items on their behalf. It's amazing to see the sense of community at times like these. Together, we are strong. So after being socially responsible, I'd like to remind us to point number 2. Take care of yourselves. Take the time to catch up on much needed sleep. How many of us have been sleep deprived in the past gazillion years? The CDC had found out that for an average person, for every 1 hour below 7 hours of sleep at night, it takes us 3 days of sleeping an extra hour to make up for that one night. That means if you sleep 6 hours one night, it would take 3 days of sleeping 8 hours to make up for that 1 hour loss. Clearly, we've all been sleep deprived, and all those all-nighters in the past really add up. Now, what better time to do something good for your body? We get to play catch-up now without having to justify for it. Another favorite thing of mine is to laugh together. Dr. Patch Adams said it best. Laughter is the best medicine. I was so privileged to hear him speak 20 years ago in the flesh, and it's stuck with me since. So my best tip for a great laugh is to watch Russell Peters. He is hilarious, and most of his jokes are clean. I remember listening to his performances before going to bed every night while I was pregnant with my firstborn Amadeus. That's probably where he gets his sense of humor. Imagine laughing yourself to sleep every night. Man, how awesome is that? And last but not least, point number 3 is to help others feel better. Now say this with me. I will not pass on my suffering. I will pass on my wisdom. Let's do that again. I will not pass on my suffering. I will pass on my wisdom. Choose to get up every day and bless your day because you're alive. Let's be grateful that we are still able to breathe. We still have our mobility. We still have our freedom of choice. So while we can, let's bring people up. Let's share information and knowledge that enriches others. If you find my Healthy Wisdom Series podcast of this value, I'd be honored if you could subscribe and share it with all your loved ones. Stay strong, stay healthy, and be smart. This virus will not defeat us. We will overcome and get through this together. This is the Healthy Wisdom Series with Dr. Jen Chen. I look forward to sharing with you again on our next episode.